Hello, Internet. It's Victoria Verse. Today I'm doing something a little different. I decided to do some of these tags that I see everyone doing. This isn't the new YouTuber one, but it is getting to know you. Let's get started on that because we're going to be here for a while because we all know I talk too much. Yes, Miss Verse, could you please answer a few questions that I and the viewing audience have? Okay, are you named after anyone? Technically, I am named after a character on the TV show Dallas. That's my first name. My middle name is Victoria, and that's what I go by. I wish they'd flip my names, and this was my first name, so I wouldn't have to consistently explain to people, no, that's my first name. I go by Victoria, because this is just a long, drawn-out thing that happens. Oh, I see. And when was the last time you cried? Today. I cried over the fact that I have to rehome my dog, and that's very difficult and very stressful, and it, hurts my heart. So I was crying over that. Do you have any kids? No, I don't have kids. I can't have kids, so no kids for me. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Of course, I'm total awesome. I would so be my friend. I don't know why more people aren't my friend. I'm fascinating. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Never. Sometimes. I'm not very good at sarcasm because I tend to not get it when people use it sometimes. So I use it, but I don't understand it. What's the first thing you notice about people? How tall they are. I notice if someone's tall because I'm 5'9", so I always try to gauge if they're really tall or really short. I tend to notice that. What is your eye color? My eyes are actually like a gray. Let's see if I can get close enough for you to see my eyes. See, my eyes are actually kind of gray. I often get told they're blue, but my eyes are the same color as when I was born. They never actually changed, so I have gray eyes. They're very cool. Oh. Scary movie or happy ending? Scary movie, always, and the best scary movies don't have a happy ending. I like it when movies break the convention and instead of everything just ending and everyone's happy and everyone survived, they actually kill everybody off or something doesn't end well. But then again, I like Shakespeare, and that's how Shakespeare ends like all the time. That's what happens to Hamlet. Favorite smells? My favorite smells are peppermint, leather, and pipe tobacco probably. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? I went to Costa Rica a year ago and got my teeth done. That was a 4-hour plane ride. So that's the furthest I've ever been as of now. Although hopefully I will go further. Do you have any special talents? Oh yeah, I have tons of special talents. The one that I often cite is my ability to speak at length very rapidly without seeming to pause for breath. I'm really good at talking really fast. I'm an actress. I am a singer. I write. I've been told that's a talent. Pretty much anything that involves me like engaging with people not on a personal level, I'm really good at. So I guess my special talents are anything that is on stage. I'm good at that. Or that requires talking. I'm really good at talking. Where were you born? Houston, Texas. I was born in Houston, Texas. What are your hobbies? Well, YouTube and writing. I read a lot. I do crossword puzzles. I love me a good puzzle. A lot of my hobbies are kind of just me. It's weird, I should be more social. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have a dog. His name is Fizzgig. I'm currently very upset because I have to rehome him for a lot of reasons. And so I'm soon not gonna have any pets if I can find a good home for him. But currently I have a dog. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I technically have 4. I have one whole brother, his name is Ray. I have a half brother and a half sister named Pam and Robert, but I only know Pam. She's pretty awesome. I had a little sister who was born right after me that was stillborn, so technically 4. What do you want to be when you grow up? Internet famous. I want to be internet famous. If I had to choose one thing I'd want to be, it's what I'm trying to chase right now actually, which is I want to be a storyteller. I want to find stories from different cultures. So that's kind of what my channel is about right now. It's about me traveling and the upkeep to go to that, and then it's also going to be about me telling stories. I would be a cultural anthropologist that looks at everyone's myth systems as a way to understand that culture. I think that's a really cool way to think. So looking at religion and looking at myth and things that, looking at religion, looking at myth, things that are endemic to our society, it tells us a lot about the people as a whole based upon what they believe, the stories they tell, and all of that. So that's what I want to be when I grow up, is someone who does that. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was Jonathan LaPaya. We met in first grade and were inseparable all the way through elementary school till I had to move. How tall are you? I am 5'9", 5'9". I could do that in centimeters, but I never have. And that's pretty tall for a girl. I think it's the average man is 5'8", and I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty tall. Funniest moment throughout school. Okay, I was in honor choir. I'm gonna have to tell this story later, but I was in honor choir and I tripped and fell down this hill like right before one of our big meets. And my mom heard it and she heard them saying, "Oh my God, this girl just fell, this kid just fell." And she looked around, she's like, "Where is she?" Sure enough, I was the one who fell down the hill like a half an hour before we were due to perform in like this massive competitions. And I was standing right in front. So the white shirt that I was wearing, I had to wear this white shirt, tuxedo shirt, and a bow tie and a cummerbund and a black skirt. Well, my white shirt was all a mud. It was just covered in mud. And it was very, very embarrassing for my mom, for example, to have to deal with the fact that I was covered in mud, but she knew the second it happened that it was me. So that's one of their favorite ones that they tell. I think it's funny. How many countries have you visited? 2 outside of the US. I have been to Mexico on a cruise, and then I recently just got back from Costa Rica, which was the furthest away I'd ever been. And I did that for dental work, and it was great. I loved it. And I'm about to go on another trip, and I'm gonna go to the UK, so I'm gonna be visiting England and Scotland. What was your favorite or worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was drama. I was very good at drama. My worst subject would pretty much be algebra. Algebra was my worst subject. Not all math, just algebra. It works on wonky logic and makes no sense, and I still fail it. Last time I took it at college, I made a 42. Not good at algebra. Although 42 is the answer. Anyway, what is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is whiskey, but to answer in a more PG way, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola would probably be the thing I drink the most often. Animal? My favorite animal is a platypus, octopus, or turtle. I have very specific reasons for all of those, and the fact that I have this lovely octopus tattoo is definitely evidence of that. Perfume. I don't really have a favorite perfume. I don't deal with perfume well. It does funny things with my body chemistry. So the one I typically wear though would be Fancy by Jessica Simpson. What would you name your children? I cannot have kids, so this stopped being an actual thought for me years and years ago. But I think my answers before that were, if I had a girl, I would name her Alice, and if I had a boy, I would probably name him Andrew. What sports do you play or have played in the past? Oh goody, a sport question. I don't really play sports. When I was in middle school, I was in track. I could run really fast for really short periods of time. Now I can just run for short periods of time, so there's a difference there. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? This one's kind of hard because I watch so much YouTube, but probably the people I watch the most are Matt, Pat, and Stephanie from Game Theory, Film Theory, and GT Live. I love them. I would love to just be their friend and sit there and talk to them. They are so wonderful. Philip DeFranco and Cody Johnston, they're 2 sources for my news. One is slightly more realistic than the other. I like a lot of people from other countries. I have a whole bunch of Scottish YouTubers that I watch right now. I watch Moscow Moon and Sean from Sean Blog, and Erin, who's Beauty Creep. And I just started watching Sean's sister Justine's channel, and she's wicked awesome. So I watch them. I actually have been spending a lot of time watching their vlogs since I'm actually going to be going to Scotland. I watch a lot of their stuff because, I don't know, I feel like maybe it'll give me the drop on other people. Now tell us, Victoria, how many girlfriends/boyfriends have you had? Can I plead the 5th? Actually, I'm just gonna plead poor memory. I could do the math, but I don't want to right now. What is your favorite memory from childhood? My favorite memory, this is gonna sound really weird, but my absolute favorite memory of childhood was when my Grammy was watching me. She was this great person, and I tend to just like think back on the time I had with her. She died when I was 9. And there was this one day where she was watching me, and I remember this very clearly. She apparently had decided the only way to get me to take a bath was if she took a bath with me. So we were in the tub at my house, and she scooted to where her hips were pressing my hip into the side of the tub because we were facing each other. And she was like, oh no, we're stuck, we're gonna die in here. And I got so stressed out and so anxious, and we weren't stuck, of course, but it's one of my favorite memories. How would you describe your fashion sense? Do I have fashion sense? I think I just wear stuff that's quirky and fun, so I've never tried to really go for a look or anything. I'm at least no longer wearing solid black, so that's an improvement, right? What phone do you currently use? iOS versus Android. I actually have 2 different Android phones. This is my normal one, and this is the phone I just got to take out of the country. It's a blue. So this is my international phone, and it will work anywhere I am in the world, but I have to activate it. And this one's my American phone, and it works here in America, and not that great. Tell us one of your bad habits. One of my worst habits is that I talk too much. I'm not good in conversations because I have a tendency to talk and talk and talk, and I will overwhelm people with details and random chatter, which is why this video is going to be super duper long. Thank you, this has been very helpful. I think I'll be able to get into that account now. What? No, I'm sorry, nothing at all. Secret question, here I come. Tell me, in your own words, the very best things about your mother. Tell me, in your own words, the very best things you remember about your mother. Wait, what? What is your channel about? Okay, so this channel I actually have a couple of different goals with. Currently it's me telling stories, which I really like. Those are my campfire tales, and I love the idea of telling stories around a fire, so I kind of did that. The other thing that I do is I talk about travel. So I talk about my upcoming trip. And those are the directions I'd like to go in. I would like to continue traveling and talking about it. And I would also like to continue telling stories. And there's actually like a hybrid crossover to all of this, which is that I am going to, when I'm in Scotland and England, I'm going to be looking into local cultural superstitions and stories, and I'm going to collect those like the little story fairy tale magpie I am. And once I have as many as I want, I'm going to come back and tell those stories around a campfire. So keep an eye out. Those are going to be great. Any advice for new YouTubers? Be yourself. Be like me. Be fearlessly honest, because these are other people, like other human beings. And that's one of the great things about YouTube, is how we're all just individuals, and we're talking to each other, and we're having conversations that are spurred by videos like this. And I just think that's great. I love the fact that all these different people can have different stories, and you can tell your story and put it out there. And I think that if you're new, which I'm still new, but if you're new, just be honest, because there's gonna always be people that are gonna hate you. And there are people in real life that hate me. And I just am trying, you just have to not let those people get you down. You have to always be yourself, because as I often say, I can't keep my lies straight. I'm a terrible liar. And because I'm such a terrible liar, I tell the truth. I'm scrupulously honest. I'm honest when it doesn't reflect well on me, because I want people to be honest with me. And I don't have to try to remember who I lied to and what I told them and what's the real truth. Nope, I'm just honest. And everybody kind of gets to know who I am, which is weird because apparently that's not what most people do. Most people have a more public face, and then they have who they really are. Whereas I have my own personal self that no one else sees and all of that. And we could get into a sense of self. We really could. But without going on a even longer diatribe than I already have, that would be what I would say is, yeah, just be yourself. And if someone is a hater, screw the haters. Well, not literally. But yeah, haters can go jump off a bridge. They can soak their head in a bucket, but I'm still gonna be me because that's the only person I know how to be. And if I tried to be someone other than me, I would do a really bad job of it. So let me just be me. So those are the new YouTuber tag questions. I hope you liked them. Thanks again for coming by and watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Please comment. I would love to have people to talk to. And if you comment, I'll comment back. We can have a conversation and we can become friends and we can braid each other's hair and it's gonna be so great. So y'all have to comment. Comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, come back, keep coming back. I'm gonna be interesting. I promise it's gonna be fun. And like I said, if not, you can always just opt out. Nobody's forcing you. I don't have a gun to your head. Feel free to leave at any time, but you're gonna be missing out because I'm pretty damn interesting. So that being said, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.